Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. Every morning we are here on BettingPros.com, on YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Always being brought to you by BetMGM, the $20 offer. $20 to win, $100 on any event, guaranteed. You win automatically with that promo code JUICE100. Thanks to BetMGM and BetMGM.com or on the BetMGM application. Okay, we haven't had an 0-2 in a while. Small day, just a bad day. Man, so Paul Goldschmidt had not hit 2 home runs in the same game since 2019, and that's the only runs that we saw by the Cardinals yesterday. It was a 2-1 loss for us. We came in with the money line dog there, going with the Tigers, and, well, they couldn't do anything offensively. I mean, my gosh, the bullpen for the Cardinals was very good. Offense, I think they had 8 doubles, the Tigers did, 8. Miggy came in and gave him a pinch hit double to force the thing into extra innings. And then it was 2-2, and then they lose the game 3-2 in the bottom of the 10th inning because the extra inning rules are stupid, and I hate them, and they're dumb, and we lost. So fine, there's an L there. And then we came back with the 2-leg money line parlay, and the Orioles, unfortunately, did not do us any favors because they won. The 19-game losing streak is over. We faded them, and, well, that's what happens. You're going to fall on your face sometimes, and, well, there's a 1-unit loss day. I've definitely had worse days, okay? And, you know, if I wind up going 0-3 or 0-4 on Saturday, then I'm going to be really bummed out. But tonight, not so much. It's just a losing day. We turn the page and we move on. That's what happens in sports gambling. Just wasn't our day. Okay, got some bad breaks. I still think the Tigers were the right side. They just couldn't do anything clutch. They were, I think, 1 for 10 in the with runners in scoring position before the RBI single scored Miguel Cabrera. So it was just a really bad day offensively for the Tigers, and, you know, credit John Lester, and yeah, so unfortunately that's a bummer. That's an L. And then the Dodgers are losing right now 1-0, but because of the loss with the Angels, it doesn't really matter. They're winning the whole game. Angels were winning the whole game, and they blew it. And then the win 9-6, I believe the final score was, for the Orioles, and they finally get a victory. So congrats on the Orioles. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give you 2 more plays today. I am going to have a 2-leg moneyline parlay because I do enjoy doing them. You can fade or follow them if you would like. I think all-time I think this is right. I think I am 9-3 all-time on the 2-leg moneyline parlays. So we're going to come back with another one here today on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to get into it. Or if you're on YouTube, it's underneath me to get the link to go in. And then we head towards the weekend, and we head towards Saturday, when we'll have football. Now, we'll have on Friday, we'll have the parlay, and we will have a pretty good slate of preseason games. And then Saturday and Sunday, we'll have a pretty good slate of preseason games. I'm going to tell you right now, I will not be heavily committed this weekend in week 3 for the NFL. I just don't think you can really gauge too much unless, like, there's 1 or 2 teams that will play their entire starters. Like the Chiefs game, let's eyeball that, okay? The Chiefs are playing their entire first unit for the first half, okay? So Chiefs first half, like those bets, they'll be pretty square, but I think there's a good chance to hit on that. So we'll be looking at those types of wagers, but, man, most of these teams are playing nobody, and to play totals, I mean, maybe we play unders, but it's going to be pretty tough to predict what these teams are going to do because most of the dudes playing in week 3 of the NFL preseason will not be on the roster, okay? So that's my fear here right now going into this weekend. So I would prefer to bet the Saturday games. We've already bet 3 of them, so we got that. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll also get involved with some NFL, some preseason football, a couple of bets each time, or baseball if we like those plays better for us coming up on the weekend. So we're already pretty well committed here on Saturday to college football, and I may have more. The UTEP game, I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. The team total for UTEP has steamed from 41.5 to 44.5. And, I don't know what to do with that. Fresno State's also, their team total is steaming up. A lot of points coming in, a lot of money coming in on their team total. I believe that team total also is up to 44.5, 45.5 points. So, I don't know. I may go with team totals on sides versus team totals versus sides. I don't really know yet on that. So I may come back with something else here. The best number for UTEP is gone. It's 8. It was 8.5. Now it's 10. So I could have bet 9.5 yesterday if I wanted to. I just couldn't bring myself around to it because I don't I don't like UTEP all that much. And New Mexico State is one of those teams. It's like they're bad, but their basketball team is really bad. Their football team's not great, but can they cover a 10-point line? Maybe. They're at home, so I don't know. So we'll I don't know. We'll figure that out later. That's for Saturday. But for today, for Thursday, okay. So let's get to the bets. Just two of them to give you guys coming up here today, so it's going to be a little bit of a quicker podcast. Let's talk about the Yankees and their red-hot streak. They have won 11 straight games for the Yankees. Oh, the Dodgers just tied it up. It's 1-1. Dodgers and the Padres, that game, 1-1 in the 8th inning. So, hey, maybe I get 1 out of 2 right with the bet. But so we've got a Yankees team on the road at Oakland. Jameson Taillon going up against James Kaprielian here. And these two teams, it's really interesting. Did you know that the team with the worst record to the over, the under hitting 56.6% of the time this season, would be the New York Yankees? Now, you might go, well, Matt, a lot of that was in April and May when the offense really was not good. No, the Yankees haven't been good offensively for a bit now, okay? If you take away the games against the Twins, okay, so they've scored a bunch of runs. I mean, the Red Sox scored a bunch of runs against the Twins. You take away the games against the Twins here for the Yankees, and their offense is not scoring all that much. They scored 5 against Atlanta, 5 against Atlanta, 5 against Boston, 2 against Boston, 5 against Boston, 2 against the Angels, 5 against Chicago, 7 against Chicago, 8 against Chicago, but then 5 and 4 and 8 and 0. I mean, this offense, if you go back to the middle of August and the beginning of August, they're not scoring a lot of runs. They're just not putting up big numbers offensively, even though they did put up a big number against the Twins, but it's the Twins, okay? Now, this is on the road to the West Coast, traveling all day yesterday, and you show up here, and you know Oakland's going to be geared up to stop this 11-game winning streak. Oakland equally is not that great when it comes to the total. If you look at Oakland's numbers, they are 57, 66, and 4 to the over. That is the under hitting 53.7% of the time. The Yankees, the under is hit this year 56.6% of the time. So let's go with the starting pitchers. And you're like, okay, what has Taillon done? How has he looked? Well, the dude's looked really, really good lately. I mean, he's been solid. 3 earned runs is pretty much the most he has given up in a long time. And I mean, credit him. He's given up 3 against the Twins, 3 against the White Sox, none against the Royals, 1 against the Orioles, and none against the Miami Marlins over the last 5 starts. He's been tremendous. I mean, his ERA is down to 3.94. He's 8-4. Okay, so he's inexperienced with the Yankees this season, but he's been pitching really, really well. On the other side, Kaprielian's not been bad, okay? 1 earned run against the Giants last time out, 3 earned runs against Texas last time before that, then 2 earned runs against Texas at home. And his last 2 starts at home, he's given up a combined 3 earned runs in 11 starts in a pitcher's ballpark out in Oakland. 3.25 ERA, 7-4. Equally, the A's offense has not been great at all. The A's have scored 1, 3, 1, 5, and 4 over the last 5 games, and they've lost 4 games in a row. They are going in the wrong direction. This is why the Red Sox have a chance to make that second wild card, because the Oakland A's not going in the right direction. Total is 9. We're going under total for the game. Yankees, Oakland A's, under 9 runs for this game. I don't think Oakland scores. If they do score, it's 3 or 4 runs. Yankees score 2, 3 runs if the Oakland A's are going to win, but most likely the Yankees are going to win here. But I don't want to get in front of this Yankee train right now and bet against them, because I think that could be really costly with how hot they have been. And I don't think Oakland can score. So, I mean, frankly, I think backing Oakland here is a little bit suspect. I don't love the bullpen, okay? I thought about going first 5 at 4.5 because the Yankees bullpen just scares the holy hell out of me. But I don't think this Oakland A's offense, I'm going to hope the bullpen can just keep them down here. These two teams have played 3 times this year, 5-3, 7-5, 2-1. So 2 of the 3 games would go under 9. They have scored with 1 game where it was 7-5, where it would have gone over. But we're going to hope for another low-scoring game here. We're going under 9 for a half a unit. Yankees and the Oakland A's. Okay. Second part of this half a unit, second part of the unit bet we'll make today on baseball. let's talk a little bit about what's going on for the Angels and the Orioles. Okay, so there's a variety of ways to bet this, okay? There's a whole litany you can jump in. Angels are only minus 130, okay? Don't hate a bet on the Angels to win this game and knock off the Orioles again, okay? That's very possible. It may be part of the parlay, but it's a day game, 1 o'clock getaway game on a Thursday. Keegan Aiken is going, however, okay? Keegan Aiken, you know what we do with this. The total it opened at 10. It's now 11. It steamed fast, okay? And I mean fast. Aiken has been actually halfway decent. 3 earned runs in 5 innings against Atlanta, 3 earned runs in 4 innings against the Red Sox, then against Detroit at home, 6 earned. Time before that, he gave up a couple out of the bullpen, a couple of good starts or stints out of the bullpen against the Yankees and the Tigers. But overall, the Orioles bullpen is absolutely atrocious. And so when you look at this series so far with what the Angels have done offensively, the Angels this season have scored 8, 4, 6, 14, and 6 against these Orioles, okay? Only one time have the Angels failed to score more than 5 runs against these Orioles. The team total tomorrow for the Angels is 5.5, okay? The total is too high. I don't want to bet over 11 because I'm afraid that maybe the Orioles don't do anything in this game. And I don't like either starting pitcher. Both starting pitchers are bad. Both bullpens are bad. I don't hate a play on the over. I mean, maybe Baltimore wins. I don't hate a play on the Angels. That might be where I go with the moneyline parlay, but I don't know. It's only minus 130. But team total 5.5 for the Angels at minus 120 is where I'm going to go here. Angels to score 6 runs or more against the Orioles here today with the over at 11. I think there's a good chance here that Aiken and company, that the Angels has come in and Shohei Ohtani and company, they just start ripping balls and they score a bunch of runs here up against this Orioles pitching staff. We're going over 5.5 team total at minus 120. And I don't know what I'm doing yet for the 2-leg parlay. I will have that in the Discord channel. We'll have one more play coming at some point. I'll drop it in on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat, or underneath me here on YouTube for the link to get in. It's a couple of games I'm eyeballing. I think Philadelphia might be interesting. I think the Red Sox against the Twins could be interesting. I think looking at Seattle at home could be interesting. So there's a bunch of games I'm going to eyeball a bit more. One I really like Alex Wood and San Francisco to beat the Mets. They've beaten them in the last 2 times. San Fran's playing really, really well right now. They've won 4 games in a row. They've won 8-0 and 3-2. So one leg of the moneyline parlay is probably going to be the Giants to sweep the Mets on the road. But I just need to come around. I need to see the lineup a little bit, make sure everybody's in the lineup. I want to make sure that Chris Bryant and Brandon Crawford and Brandon Belt and all the guys are in the lineup here for the Giants. And so, I mean, I like Alex Wood a lot. He's been pitching really well, and they've been winning his starts consistently this season and really well recently. They've been winning Alex Wood's starts. So Alex Wood now with a 10-4 record with a 4.11 ERA. He lost his last start against Oakland. The team lost that game, but that snapped a really good streak where they had won 4 games out of 5 in beating Oakland, beating Arizona twice, beating the Houston Astros. So that's probably going to be one side is Alex Wood and the Giants money line, but I don't know what the other side will be just about yet, so I don't know what the odds will be. And so we'll come back with another 2-leg moneyline parlay because I enjoy them. They're fun, and it's just a thing that I'm doing to entertain myself here until we get to football for the next week and a half, and then we're off and running with college and off and running into the NFL coming up on September the 12th. We are so close to the NFL. It is truly amazing. Okay, so under 9, Yankees minus 115 against the A's, under 9 runs. Angels team total over 5.5. minus 120 are the 2 plays, half a unit each, 1 unit with a 2-leg moneyline parlay coming back at some point on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to get into it. My name is Matt Perrault. Every single morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM, always found on bettingpros.com.